Well, number one, Grand Valley is a very good football team, and you got to be ready to go against a good football team from the get-go. And I just felt like we came out and we were waiting around and waiting for somebody to go make a play instead of, everybody doing their job to go make it happen. And that got us behind and got us off to a slow start. Second half, we started to do a better job of executing, doing what we need to do on both sides of the ball. We played better, but against a good football team like Grand Valley, who's ranked in the country, you got to come out and play from the start of the game till the end of the game, and you got to take care of business from that standpoint.
Are there a couple positive things you can take, especially that start to the second half, to bring you next week?
Well, I think the way that our team responded in the second half was positive from that standpoint, but we can't be down by that much against good football teams. We got to come out from the first play of the game, not from the second half. We can't react that way. So we got to come out early on in the game and be ready to go and then play hard.
Grand Valley's ranked number 9 in the country. What was it that made them so effective early?
Well, again, we knew that coming into the week that they have great athletes. They have big offensive linemen and athletic offensive linemen. They have very good running backs. Defensively they're big as well and physical, and they got great speed on the back end. So they're a good football team. They're ranked number 9 in the country for a reason. They're the one of the winningest, if not the winningest, football team in Division II. They have that pedigree. We have to be ready to go against that when we come into the game, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, it seemed like the offense was slow to start and came on stronger towards the end of the game. Just talk about what was the team doing better later in the game to get the offense going?
Well, again, it comes down to blocking and tackling, so we can't get away from just the basic fundamentals. You got to get on blocks and you got to stay on blocks, and you have to do it from the start of the game to the end of the game. So it comes down to those basic things, and then once we were able to run the ball, our quarterbacks made some good decisions. We were able to get the ball to some wide receivers. We made some plays on that end. But that's the same thing we've been talking about all the way from the start. It's at the end of the day, it's all about your execution. It starts with blocking and tackling. On the defensive side of the ball, we got to come off blocks and tackle. We got to shut off blocks and tackle.
The way you guys finished the second half, how do you kind of take what you did there and bring that into the next week?
Well, right now we still haven't played a conference game. So, from this standpoint, like I said to our team afterwards, we got to get better every game. So we got to go to work and we got to get better every game. This next week we play Davenport. We start out the conference season. It's our first game. It's at home. We got to have a good week of practice. We got to be ready to go, and that's it.
Want to talk about how the defense did today?
Is there anything in particular that you want to talk about there?
Just had, for instance, Michael Bates' interception return for a touchdown.
Well, it was nice. We got a couple of interceptions which set up some stuff, and we said takeaways would be key in this game, but I am disappointed in the way that we handled the run, and we've got to be better at that. They ran the ball way too well and way too effectively against us, and we've got to be better on that end.